Hey everybody, welcome back to Keeping It Real in the Kitchen. I'm Candace Cole, and well, today we have a special guest. It is this Ronco Showtime Rotisserie. This thing's a lot of fun. I think they call it the Showtime because you can watch it spin around. Now, I used to have one of these back in the day. It was actually white, and we had it for a while and made lots of delicious food in it when I had no idea how to cook, because machines can make you seem like a cook, but this thing is big. And it takes up a lot of space, and I store it in a closet, and when I bring it down, I feel like I've had my arm workout for the day. I'm like, because I put it up top, and it was really intense taking it out. And if you don't latch it shut, then this will just open up and hit you in the face. Not like I'm talking from experience, but there's this little, you want to make sure that you use that. But these guys are amazing. They make delicious food. Today, I'm just going to show you how to make some chicken breast right inside there. Now, I've used this chicken breast, cooked it in here, let it get cold, and put it with like some mozzarella balls and some tomato and onions and a little bit of like salad dressing, Italian dressing. Olive Garden Italian dressing is really good with that. I'm gonna use it to make some chicken breast for a salad, just to place on top of a salad, like with a kiwi chicken salad. I thought that sounded good. You can make it hot. You can do whole chickens in here. You can do veggies in here. You can do lots of different things in here. But it's fun, gives your food just a little bit different flavor. So if you have one of these and you wanna make some rotisserie chicken, yeah, I might be making up words, it's all right. Then let's hang out. I'm just gonna set this guy aside, and we're gonna prep our chicken to get it inside. Now, I have 3 giant chicken breasts. I'm not gonna be using all these. I'm actually just gonna be using 1.5. That's all I need. First thing we're gonna do is wash our chicken breast, pat it dry, and trim off the fat. And we're just gonna trim off some of the fat. There's not too much. Olive oil is optional. You can also use cooking spray, but after you've patted dry and washed your chicken, I'm just gonna rub a little bit of olive oil on there. Not a lot, just a little. My chicken breasts are really thick, which means they're probably gonna need a little bit longer of a cooking time. Now we're gonna season up our chicken. I'm using the Tony's Spice and Herbs. I also really like their Creole, but I figured for the salad that I'm making, the kiwi chicken salad, that it would just be better to do spice and herbs. You can use salt and pepper. You can use barbecue. You could use any kind of seasoning. I don't mean barbecue sauce. I meant like a barbecue seasoning. Generously spread that on top. All right, so here's the hardest part of this rotisserie, is all this fun stuff. But once you know how to use it, it's all right. So you have this is like the little spindle that it spins on. It's very important. We're not using it yet. I'm setting it aside. It comes with a basket. Obviously, if you're making a rotisserie, like a whole chicken, you only need this. You don't want to shove your entire rotisserie chicken in a basket. That'd be weird, but you could put chicken wings in here and pieces of fish, other random things. And this is the top of it. I'm gonna show you how to use that. This is our drip pan, very important. If you forget to put the drip pan in, you are gonna have a lot to clean up. So I like to put my basket on top of the drip pan, and then I'm gonna put my chicken right inside, boom. You do wanna leave a little space around your chicken. It just helps it to cook better. Now, I could have another piece in here, no problem, but I have plenty of space around here. You do want to use thawed meat. I'm using thawed chicken. This is not frozen. I've never ever done it with frozen. I don't know the rules. So this lid has like these 2 little squeezy parts. I just almost flipped that in my face. When you squeeze them, you can see it brings down this mechanism. Now that mechanism locks it down. So what you wanna do is get the back of your lid in. I'm gonna try to get mine down on that second one. My meat is really thick. I've gotta push it down. Squeeze this thing. Squeeze it, boom, pull it in and get it locked down in there, let it go, and it gets locked inside like a little tight basket. This is tight. I don't have a lot of room because this is gonna be flipping around, and you don't want your chicken going up and down, up and down. Yes, I've done that. It has happened. When I didn't have it tight, my chicken just shifted, and then it would flip over. It was like on a roller coaster ride. I was like, oh my gosh, the zipper. Do you remember the zipper at the fair? I remember when I was a kid, I rode the zipper, and I was with 2 boys, and they had to stop the ride because one of the boys that I was with wanted off so bad. He got out, I stayed in with the other boy, and we just kept flipping and flipping and flipping. Well, rotisseries are just like the zipper. That's like a traumatic story. It's like stayed with me. I don't know why I stayed in the zipper. I should have gotten out too. Never rode the zipper since then. Freaks me out. Confined space and flipping. How do more people not throw up in that thing? Next up, we're gonna get this through our basket. Now you will see these little things right here and you're like, oh, this is what I thought the first time I used it. I must just hook it like this and then it's fine. No, you don't. What I do is I shove it right through the side of the meat. Just shove it right in there. Right through it, right through the second one. Try to be as even as possible. I'm not the world's most even person. And then on the other end, you're gonna cap it. You have these little holes that it goes in. Boom, boom. Just like that. The rotisserie cooks on a timer, not a temperature like most other things. So we're gonna put this inside. We're gonna cook these thawed chicken breasts between 25 and 45 minutes. Now I know that's a huge range. So what you're gonna wanna do, mine are thick. I'm gonna let mine at least cook 35 minutes before I even check the temperature. If you have thin ones, 25 minutes can do it. Chicken, 165 degrees. So just stick your thermometer inside. Once it reads 165, you are good to go. Now, word of warning. There's a little sign up here and it says, caution, the top of this and the back of this and the sides of this are gonna get really hot. I had my old one and I just used it so much over and over. I don't know why I forgot about that warning. I didn't even think about it. This crap gets hot. This gets hot, very hot. I had left some books that weren't ours. They weren't ours. They weren't the library's. They were a friend of ours that he let us borrow. I left them on top because this thing is so big and I didn't have a closet to put it in. It was on my counter and I needed to put the books somewhere. I left them on top and I cooked the chicken and I also cooked the books at the same time and they were just melted. It was like melted to it and then you had like the outside cover of the book stuck to here and that was a fun conversation to have with the person. They were really cool. They were all right with it, but I felt horrible. So let me show you how to get it in. And not put anything on top, on the sides, or on the back of it. That's my word of warning. Make sure this little thing is off or you're gonna be sitting here trying to open it and you can't. The glass can tuck right inside if you want it to. It doesn't have to. And now, we're just gonna take our entire container. So once you get it in, it actually goes on the back rack back there. And it's not really a rack, it's like two little divots. But I put it on the back one. And then make sure you put that drip pan in or you're gonna have a lot to clean up. Boom. Pop it in just like this, cover it. You can lock it if you wanna be cool. So once you put it inside, there are 3 options on this machine. There's no heat, which you don't wanna use. That's if you've already cooked something and you're just leaving it in here. There's roast and then there's sear. I'm starting with roast. Sometimes I end with a little sear if I wanna crisp it up, but not always. So roast, we're gonna start 25 minutes. I'm doing 35 because mine's thick. Check it and we'll go from there. So all you do is spin the little dial and get it cooking. I just realized I had the chicken catty corner and that happens, so I gotta even it out. There we go, that looks a bit better. We're just gonna close it. Once that lid is closed, we're gonna head over to the dial and we're just gonna set that. Usually it doesn't turn on even until you get to 30 minutes, so if you're trying to do 25, it can be a little difficult. But you can time it yourself and then turn it off. Sometimes when I do it just for 10 minutes at the end or so, that's what I have to do. And there it is cooking. The timer just went off over here on the chicken. It looks awesome. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna put my thermometer in and make sure it's at 165 degrees before I try to take it out of that thing. Don't put your thermometer in while it's rotating. That would be bad. 56, it keeps going up, that's nice, but not nice enough. See, I put it in there and shut the door. It's sticking at that 156. Looks like I'm gonna give it about 10 more minutes and check it again. We've reached that 165 degrees, and now we're gonna strap on these awesome gloves that they gave us. I did let the chicken rest for just about 5 minutes. I don't know, it looked funny in this. I feel like, oh yeah, like Dr. Frankenstein. That's what's going on. Okay. The chicken has reached that 165 degrees. It did take me 45 minutes because my chicken breasts were thick. And now I'm using these amazing gloves that they have provided for me. I'm gonna reach in there, pull the whole thing out. I'm gonna put it right here. It was kind of hard to pick that up. On this baking sheet, because that's just easier to open everything up and show you guys. It's weird to point to you. The chicken is out, still using these gloves, because even though you let it rest for a little while, it's still hot. It's metal. It like holds heat inside of it. It's like a conductor. Okay, one of these sides comes off and the other one doesn't. Good timing, got it. What's good is there's nothing nasty on this. I've cooked it before where like stuff has gotten on this, so that's great. They do give you a little like, what is it? It's like this little mechanism that you can set this in so it doesn't wobble. I don't use it, it's too much. Comes right out, just like that. Hand wash this, don't put it in the dishwasher. Look at these pretty chicken breasts. Squeeze your, what is this? Your basket. Squeeze the top of your basket, and then you slip it out right out the back. This, however, is such a pain to clean by hand, but you have to, because you have all these little grates, and I'm always like, it's just a bit of a pain. There is some beautiful chicken breast. This smells so good. It's cooked so nicely. Any excess fat has dripped off.
And that's why you want to have your drip pan inside, because you don't want to be trying to scrub that out.
I've showed you guys the drip pan, not too much at all, and it's just beautiful, beautiful chicken breast. I mean, I love the rotisserie. It is gigantic, and I'm gonna be honest, I've never cooked a full chicken in it because I feel like it's just easier to run to Publix or Walmart and pick one up. I'm keeping it real, you know?
What's great about a rotisserie is it doesn't just cook it amazing on one side, it cooks it amazing on both sides, even the little guy. I also wanted to show you guys how moist this chicken is. It is delicious, as you can see. I did sneak a bite, even though this is for a recipe tomorrow, but it is so good, juicy, tender, and lots of flavor. Make sure you season it.
All right, guys, that is it. I'm gonna keep talking in these gloves as long as I can because now they've just become a part of me. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it that thumbs up. Oh, thumbs up are so hard. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.